Okay, let's begin.
Okay, so greetings to everyone. So today we're gonna uh, explain about uh, the videos. Okay, so first of all, what is a video? So in terms of video is basically a digital recording that combine moving image with audio to convey information and to tell the story by using the multimedia application. So basically, video is just an image plus audio to easily to convey the information more easily. So next we go to the uh, how uh, about acquiring video files. So basically, there are two fundamental approach to delivering video onto a computer screen. So it's an analog and digital. So uh, first we go to the analog video. So analog video is what we accustomed to from traditional television broadcast. So basically, analog videos using uh, the technology of television. For example, that from there is the station, television station send the video, then we receive it, and then we will see we will get the signal, then the signal will transfer to uh, the decoder, then it, we will then we can see the video. So basically, analog is just from television industry standard. On the other hand, digital video is a product of the company industry, aligning with digital data standard. Basically, digital video is nowadays like MP3 and MP4 file, like basically digital video. So, so now I will explain about the difference, for analog and digital. So basically, analog is represent information as continuous waveform, and for digital, it represents information as discrete numerical values. Then analog subject to degradation and loss of quality over time and distance. Meanwhile, the digital maintain its quality regardless of copying or transmission because it's made from a bit of data. Then analog limited in terms of resolution and clarity, and susceptible to interference and noise during transmission. Meanwhile, digital can achieve higher resolution and less susceptible to interference due to its the way the data to be transferred. Then the playback for analog quality may vary depending on the play, playback device. Meanwhile, digital, nowadays there are many digital platforms that easily enable us to play the digital more easily. Then next we go to now we will learn about how to digital what digital digitize video. So this method. Okay, first we go to the digital transfer. So digital transfer basically explain about how we using digital tape, we transfer, uh, we we transfer the video in terms of the into digital storage, which from digital tape to the firewire to card that that uh, uh, then we play basically using digital platform, multimedia platform to play the uh, video in digital. Then we go to the next one, which is uh, next one, analog capture, which is the way that the old video, like uh, always like CD, DVD video, we can digitize them using capture card, video capture card. Basically, using first we get the analog tape, which is those CDs, DVDs, VHS. Then we play it in using the uh, capture card capture platform, which is like capture card or a video to capture card and audio to sound card. Then we digitize by card. Then we basically transfer it to set all the media from it. Then we store it in terms of digital. So basically, this way we can transfer from analog video to the digital video. So that's for the introduction for the video.
Okay, hi. So before I talk about the advantage of digital video, the first things that we need to know is what is analog video. So actually analog video is such as a videotape. It's linear, which there's a beginning, middle, and the end. So if you want to edit it, you need to have a continual rewind, pause, and fast forward. So you may be very difficult to access to any part of the video, and it's quite difficult for editing. So let's see the advantage of digital videos, which is the first one. It allows random access to any of part of the video. Okay. Secondly, it is very easy to cut and paste editing in word processing program. Besides, it can also be copied with no loss in quality and also can be transmitted over the standard computer networks. Unlike analog video, digital videos requires neither a video board in the computer or external device such as the video disc player. So lastly, digital videos is like more easier for us to adding such the special effects such as the fly in titles and transitions for the videos. Okay, let's see the other pages. So actually, okay, now let's see about the quality versus the versus the file size, which is the video size. Okay, so actually there are four main elements that can affect our film size or file size or video size. So the first thing is frame rate, frame rate, frame size or resolution, color depth, and bit rate. So next page, we can see in this page, we are going to see how frame rate and frame size will affect the video size. So first thing we see is frame rate, which is, okay, it is a number of image displayed within a specific amount of time, which can be measured in FPS, which means the frame per second. So for the greater the frame rate, the greater the file size. So for the standard video, this actually is around 30 FPS, and for the film is 24 FPS, and video digital is around 15 FPS. Now let's see the frame size. So actually frame size, it is the height and width of each individual frame or image. So same as frame rate, the greater the frame size, the greater the video size. So there are two types of, we categorize it in two kind of definition, which is the standard definition, which is SD, which stems from the 360p and one in 480p. For the HD, yes, HD, high definition, there's around 720p until the 2160p. Okay, next slide. Now let's see about the color depth and bit rate, which the color depth is like a matter of series of still graphic bitmaps. So actually it also affect the color depth affect our video size. As examples, like 8 bit of color depth can provide us around 256 colors. Meanwhile, 16 bits provide more than 64,000 colors, and 24 bits provide over 16 million of colors. Um, okay, for the bit rate is the number of bits and the amount of data that encode for a unit of time. I think the bit rate, I think we always see in our video, which is we can see the one with is like we actually can choose the bit of our video, like how to say, we can pick like well, we can pick the type, you know, the 360 or 480. Actually that affect by the bit rate also. Okay, so usually we measure the bit rate using the mbps, and same as the others, the greater the bit rate means the higher the quality of video, which means they need more bandwidth and the video size will become larger. Okay, next. Since we talk about a lot of the size of the video, now let's see how to compress our video. So basically we have two types of method to compress our video, so the video size will not be too large. So the first thing is the lossless compression, which preserves the exact image throughout the compressions and decompression process. Okay, so actually this kind of lossless compression, they compress the video by identify the repeating words and they can assign them into the code. So let's see the examples. If a word multimedia appears several times in the text file, it would be assigned as a code and take a less space than the actual word. Okay, let's see the others method, which is the lossy compressions, which it is actually the method of compression which eliminates some of the data in the image. So actually it provides a greater compression ratios than the lossless compression because it is the change of the quality of the video, not the quality of video, the image, the quality of the image in the video. They compress the video by using them. Okay, so it applied to the video, usually apply in the video because some drop in the quality is not noticeable in moving image. So that's how the video compression works. That's all for me. Let's see the others.
Okay. Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of words that we are dealing with in terms of this specific subtopic. But truth to be told, it's actually not that hard and it's very simple. Now we are going to talk about the file formats when it comes to digital video. So as we know, when it comes to audio, we usually say MP3, but when it comes to video, we say MP4. But the thing is, there are so much more out there when it comes to the formats of file other than MP4 that we are very much aware of. Like some of them being AVI. Now, here I will explain the difference between all these files as well the pros and cons of each of them. But I will make it as simple and as straightforward as possible. First of all, when it comes to AVI file, it's actually compatible with most media players. But the problem with AVI file is that it's larger and it limited support for advanced compression techniques. What does it mean? Meaning it unable to compress the video that well, so you are dealing with file with a huge storage. So when it comes to editing or storing it, it will be difficult because the compression technique is not that advanced. Now, moving on to MOV, when it comes to MOV, actually, it has good compression schemes, unlike AVI. But the thing about MOV, what makes it different other than other file, is that it's actually created by Apple. MOV, basically towards from Apple ecosystem. Now, being said, it's compatible with both Macintosh and Windows system, and it is also suitable for various multimedia applications. But even though it says that it's compatible with Windows system, that itself is also the reason of its weakness, being its limited compatibility with some non-Apple software and devices. As I said, MOV came from Apple, so obviously that some non-Apple software unable to provide or unable to be compatible with this type of file format. Moving on to MPEG, all right, Motion Picture Expert Group. It widely used standard for digital video broadcasting, especially in DVD, especially that as it is good compression for DVD video. And as well, its efficient capability in streaming. But the problem with MPEG is that its lossy compression may result in reduced quality. As mentioned by our friend Gan just now, talking about lossless and lossy compression, MPEG actually focuses more on lossy compression. What happens is that it degrades the quality of the file, causing it to reduce in quality. Now, moving on to MP4, the one that is the most versatile, the one that is we're very much aware of, as it is efficient and efficient compression for editing and streaming, high compatibility across devices and platforms, and it is suitable for online video platforms. Well, it may happen, those lossy compression may happen because, you know, when you keep editing the same file, obviously lossy compression will happen. But the thing is, MP4 is actually the most versatile and the most used type of file at the moment. All right. Next is WMV, Windows Media Video. Unlike Unlike MOV, which was from Apple, WMV is actually from Microsoft, made for Windows system. Now, again, same as Apple just now, how it is not really compatible with every non-Apple devices. The same goes with Windows, where it has limited compatibility outside of Windows platform. But when it comes to usage and overall, it's pretty much the same. Coming up at RM, it is efficient streaming over low bandwidth connection, suitable for early internet video streaming services. Now, here's the deal. When it comes to bandwidth, we want a very low bandwidth connection. Being said, because we want it to be smooth, especially when it comes to streaming. The thing about streaming is that you want real-time speed, right? Because of that, you want to have a low bandwidth connection, which is why real media is very, very useful when it comes to streaming. Now, other than that, we have advanced streaming format, as it is developed by a multimedia successor to AVI by Microsoft, optimized for streaming as well. But the thing, in comparison to real media just now, as both of them are very good at streaming, the thing about ASF is that it has lossy compression and it may result in reduced quality. Next is FLB, associated with flash technology for online video content. Again, as well efficient for web-based streaming. FLB is supposedly DV. My bad. Hold on. Yep. Also efficient for web streaming. Last but not least is we have Matroska Video, MKV, right? Open source format with high flexibility. Can contain various video format and audio streams. Growing popularity for distributing high definition content. Limited compatibility with some older media players and devices. Now, the thing about all these files, how do they differ? It's more towards the usage. Some files are very suitable for your general usage, for like for normal user. You want to edit stuff, you want to store in your phone, so you don't want to have like a really high quality video, and that is MP4 and such. But then when it comes to professional, for example, then you want to have an advanced, more lossless compression file, right? So we can't really say that there's a rank towards all this file, but we must say that it really depends on the user as well. Next, we're talking about video editing tools. There's a bunch of them, but in here, I'm going to specifically talk about 4: Adobe, Avid, Final Cut Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. Me personally, I really enjoy using DaVinci Resolve. Why so? Because in comparison to others, DaVinci Resolve is actually free to use. And as yet, it is true that there's a purchase, there's a paid content. I mean, there's you can pay to get a more features, but despite that, the free package is more than enough. We go first with my favorite, DaVinci Resolve. It can be a bit overwhelming at first, but it's actually very powerful once you get the hang of it. In terms of the performance, it runs fast, especially with high quality video, and of course, it might crash occasionally if you are dealing with a very large file, because the DaVinci Resolve focuses more on normal user features. It's like an all-in-one package with editing, color grading, and audio all in one place. And for the cost, as I said, free version with lots of feature, but also you can pay the paid version for even more. And who uses it? It's gaining popularity, especially for its advanced color grading tools and etc. When it comes to Avid Express, this focuses more towards the professional user. For example, your movie director, movie editor, right? Not the easiest to learn, but once you get a hang of it, it's powerful, it's really stable and reliable, even with large projects. Unlike what I said, DaVinci just now, it can crash sometimes. When it comes to Avid, it doesn't really crash because it's meant to be used by pros. Perfect for pros with advanced editing tools and great for working in teams. When it comes to cost, especially, it is a bit pricey, obviously, because you are a pro, you are directing movie, you're editing movie. So of course, it will be more pricey than your normal editing tools. Final Cut Pro, in comparison to other editing tool, this focuses more towards the Mac user, as it has a very clean interface and lots of features. So if you're in this Final Cut Pro, but that is all what I'm going to talk about when it comes to this application, because it has not really much difference other than other editing tools. Last but not least is Adobe Premiere Pro. Ease of use, fairly easy to use, especially if you're familiar with Adobe software. Performance works well, but might slow down with really big projects. Again, honestly, when it comes to Adobe, it's pretty much the same with DaVinci Resolve. Not much different, just the UI or interface has a little difference when it comes to those. But the thing is, you have to pay a subscription fee. Unlike DaVinci Resolve, where you get to use it with a free feature, when it comes to Adobe, you have to pay. But again, pretty much the same to me, which is why the winner for me is DaVinci Resolve. Now, that is all for me when it comes to editing tools. Thank you.
So, although usually we're using digital video, so I still need to introduce you guys about the video analog. So the format of video analog are two, which is composite and component. So let's see the format of video analog. Next slide. So we come to the cable of the composite video for the video analog. So the image is the cable for composite video analog. So this cable compile all the components such as image, color, video, and audio in a single signal. So the disadvantage or effects is the image quality will drop, or the video become blur when you use it oftenly, or we kept it for a long time. So the cable might be broken somewhere. So next. So we go to the component video. So component video, basically we separate every single video component into a single signal. So we use like every, for example, the brightness have one cable, and then the color signal have another cable, so that we can transfer fully all the best quality of the video into the devices like TV or something. So it is better. For sure, it is better video quality compared to composite video. So we also have another video format, which is S video, super split video, which is known as YC video, and it separates luminance and chrominance signal, and it has 5 to 5 lines and 6 to 5 horizontal line. So the VGA is we also commonly seen in our daily life, which is used to also used to transfer the video format video signal. So it is for video graphic adapter. It is called as video graphic adapter or video graphic array. So this is the another again the video format of like Japan. They're using D terminal, and for France they're using SCART. So that is the image of the cable. So we go to the analog color TV system, which is used by America, commonly used in America, which is NTSC, National Television System Committee. So it has 60 hertz of frame rate, 3.58 megahertz of color frequency, and 525 lines per frame of horizontal line. So the PAL phase alternating line is commonly used in Europe and Commonwealth countries. So the frame rate is 50 hertz or 25 fps. So it has 4.43 megahertz of color frequency and 625 lines per frame of horizontal line. So another, we see about the CCAM. CCAM is sequential color and memory. It is quite similar with the phase alternating line PAL, and the only difference with PAL is the way of processing color information. So I think this all the things from analog video and digital video. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Stop recording. The regular will be saved in meeting organizer Google Drive.